Hello and welcome to Always in Escrow with Serena Appel and Colby Burchin. Hello, Colby.
Hello, Serena. How are you on this fine day?
I am fantastic because we are speaking with Kelly Gerber, a pioneering New York City private jeweler since 1992, who is celebrated for her unique personalized jewelry. Known for her sentimental Lucky Charm pieces and custom photo jewelry, she combines style and emotion, creating modern keepsakes that connect deeply with her clients. Kelly is also a seasoned real estate professional and based in South Florida. Kelly, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here with you guys.
We both are realtors. We've shown together. She just has this aura about her. She's always happy. I'm so happy you are on our show today. Are you ready for some questions?
Absolutely. Let's go.
So tell us about the time you were asked by Rolling Stone magazine to style the shoot.
So I had a good friend who was the fashion director. And she said, we've got a bunch of these different things coming up. Would you mind showing up with some jewelry? Does not name drop, doesn't mention anything. And one of the times that I think back on this, I was like blown away. I just walked in with some really cool pieces. I had no idea what was happening. And I walk into this studio and I hear Prince music blaring, like really blaring. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. This will be cool. And I walk in and I see this most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life. Her skin and her aura and her being and her vibe. And this was a long time ago. It was Alicia Keys, and we did this really cool shoot where they said, "Oh, we've got this outfit and that outfit," and I said, "Oh, let's do the green one." So the makeup artist put on green eyeshadow, and I put on these gorgeous green tourmaline and gold kind of funky chandelier earrings, and they made her super glam, all green. I mean, stunning. She doesn't like glam. She likes grit. She likes rock and roll, low key. But she was glam. It was so fun. Patrick DeMarchier was shooting. It was just like one of the most incredible experiences. She's so nice, so lovely. And we did a couple of different looks, but that one forever is embedded in my head.
Wow.
What inspired you to take the leap from fashion shoots to founding your own jewelry brand?
Well, it was actually after 9/11. My daughter was at Central Synagogue pre nursery school. And New York was really scary. And dropping her off was like, oh my God, am I really going to do this? I mean, there were security guards everywhere. We had just gone through this horrific experience of so much loss and devastation. And I was always into photography, always loved taking, I was annoying. And I was like, oh, let's take a picture. Now, this is pre cell phone, pre Blackberry, prehistoric dinosaur. I had cameras and I would walk around with a camera. Nobody did that, but I did. And I felt like combining photography and jewelry. And then I took these photo dog tags to the next level and I made them into like really cool charms that could be collectibles. And at the time, I don't know if you guys remember the store Calypso, they had a store on Madison that had jewelry and the clothing, and it just went crazy.
Oh yeah, that was a moment, right?
It
Okay,
was a
that's
moment.
incredible.
Shout out to Central Synagogue. I went there as well.
Wow, really? Oh, wow, that's so great.
I was bar mitzvah there, 1991.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. It's awesome.
So
Beautiful. I mean, you get chills when you go in there.
you do. You look up and you're like, whoa.
Magnificent.
Yeah, it's amazing. Could you share the story behind your experience with Oprah Media and how that opportunity unfolded?
Well, it was an opportunity, but it was like you'd say a hit and a huge miss. So this is like a typical Kelly thing because I feel like I could create things and I have all these hits and then misses of oh my god, oh like what happened. So my late husband has three sons, and one of his sons is a beautiful man, Randy, married to Cindy Crawford, and they were on Oprah's Style Maker's Favorite Things. And one of the things was this huge, like military size, 25 carat diamond encrusted with two little pictures of Kaya and Presley as like a maybe 3 and 5 year old. And on it was on the back, and there was a hand engraved love note all around the outside. And she showed it as one of her favorite things. He gave it to her for her 40th birthday. And guess what? I had no website. I had no email. I had an answering machine. What it's like to have an 800 number and you're on Oprah? I don't know how many thousands of people called. Thousands. It was insane. I couldn't grasp the business, but I got a little bit from it. And I think one of the keys I learned is set yourself up for success. Now everyone has everything. You know, you have a phone, we have Shopify, we know what to do. But back in the day, it was like, oh, it's like a hobby business, and let's see what happens.
Wow. Well, that's also, leave it to family to, blow it out of the park. And Oprah, I mean, she just
Unbelievable.
give a kiss and, things would blow
Right.
up and go viral.
The Oprah
She
effect.
is magic, magic touch in life for sure.
How did you go about creating your iconic Soul Cycle bracelet? And how did that impact your journey as a designer?
It's another hit and miss. That's another good one. So, my one of my closest friends, Linda Florin, and I, we would go to Soul Cycle, and she was friendly with Julie Rice, and I said, you know what? I think this is like such a cult. I feel like we're gonna maybe we should do something. She's like, well, I'm opening up different stores. Julie said to me, I'm opening up all these stores in different locations. If you want, you could sell your jewelry. Just do a pop up. I said, oh, I could sell my jewelry. Thank you. Like just little trunk show type of thing to bring people in. And she was opening in Greenwich, Rye, Roslyn, all over.
Oh, yeah.
So then it hit me that, wait a minute, if I'm going to be there, let me think about this. And I created a bracelet. And this is just as Instagram started. And that too went viral and crazy, off the charts. It was just a little wheel, and they had the skull thing. I had skull ends, and it stretched, and everybody wanted it. It was wild, wild. I created the packaging. It sat on a shelf next to the Jonathan Adler candles. I was so proud. The yellow and the yellow. It was just really cool. And then it went crazy for a while, a little short time. And then they sold. They went public. And they said, we can't do this. And that was that.
A moment in time. You nailed it. I love how you made that alignment and you made it happen. I mean, I can't even imagine. It's just like you had the inspiration and then you were able to turn around those bracelets, that design, and it's exquisite, exquisite. And what a piece, right? That's like, just an epic piece. Everybody out there that still has one is so lucky and fortunate.
The thing about jewelry too is that you can create something like I did it at a price point where everyone could have it. It was $75 in silver. And then I took it to the next level and I did gold and diamonds or just plain gold. So whatever your budget was, whatever you wanted to do. And it was like the greatest gift giving thing that season, like, oh my God, because that was such a cult. And that was really a major moment in time.
But you have so many pieces that people crave for. Let's talk about the Lucky Charm necklaces. What do you think makes these pieces so meaningful and irreplaceable?
I think it's everyone's own story. Last night I was at a charity event I'll give a shout out for Red Sneakers, an allergy foundation. Um, And one of my clients who lives in Palm Beach, this was at 5 story. One of my clients who's had my charms forever, of her grandkids and all her Lucky Charms. The photo tags you can't wear in the water consistently. She refuses to take them off. She has 20 little charms, and she's like, Kelly, I need you to fix it for me. I can't be without them. You know what it is? It's just like keeping the people you love close to you. And she's obsessed. I would love to tell you who it is because she's somebody, but I'm not going to do that. She could have anything she wants, anything. And this is her favorite, most coveted piece. I have clients that will not get on a plane without their charms. They're that into it. So, it's not for everybody, but for who it is for, they love them. Love. Obsessed.
Let's talk about something that's also really, truly meaningful. Could you share more about your process when repurposing heirloom pieces for your clients?
Well, this now is really my favorite thing to do. As I'm getting older and everyone is getting older and we're losing loved ones, you have something of them and you can take a little nothing piece. I did for one of my dear friends. She had one cufflink. Her brother got the other cufflink from her father. She had nothing from him. She had one cufflink. It was square. And I drilled holes and I made it into a lariat. And it's one of her favorite things. It's just a, this cufflink, but I made it into something cool and fashionable and meaningful. I mean, I could take a tray of stuff, take it all apart, play with it. I always say, give me a little time and tell me like what's missing in your jewelry box and we'll find the pieces that you need. And then we're using all the special stones and sentimentality. And then you take things that are not wearable or just plain ugly, or even just you need the revamp, and then it becomes important again. And you have it sitting there. You're clicking your own ruby slippers. Let's make it some magic.
It's,
I love
it's,
that.
it's so true.
Absolutely.
I have so many pieces of my grandma's. I should do that for my daughter.
Oh, definitely do that for your wife. Yeah, I'd love to see it. Send me a picture and then I'll like think for 3 days.
Okay.
See, like your wheels are turning.
What
She
do you
wants
like? What
to
do you have? What do
play.
you have? I want to
Yeah.
see.
So, as a mother, how has your journey in motherhood influenced your approach to jewelry design?
Well, first of all, jewelry has gotten me through everything. It's the craziest thing. I had a major bout with infertility. I had a very late miscarriage, lost a child at 6 months in utero. And when I was pregnant, I was on bed rest for 5 months. I was 200 pounds. I was on bed rest, and every day I made necklaces. And I watched Oprah. And when Oprah was over, I allowed myself to have some Haagen Dazs so I could keep the weight on. And anyone that came in the door would have to buy one of these necklaces. I was doing like these beads and wire, similar to a Rhinestein Ross kind of feel, if you know what that is. Because that was actually how I started in the business. My husband said, "Oh, that's very expensive. Get something else." And I said, "All right, I'll just learn how to make it." That inspired me. And then anyone that came in, I'm like, "You have to buy a necklace. I don't care if you have $5. I made it, take it." So jewelry's taken me through so much. It's creative, it's therapeutic, it makes me feel good. I'm making other people feel good. Engagement rings, redesign, sentimental things, dogs. Like they lose their dogs, then they get a little dog tag or a charm bracelet, things that are just special.
Yes. Let's talk about that for a minute. What do you love most about styling and accessorizing, even on a simple day?
Thing about me, which is a little annoying, is my eye is always like, I feel like I'm always going, like, oh, I want to fix this, I want to fix that, like tweak this. And I feel like with certain layering pieces or certain looks, it doesn't matter. You could be wearing a t shirt, a plain white blouse, and you zhuzh yourself up so easily to elevate your look. Whatever look it is you're going for, it doesn't have to be fancy or glamorous. It just gives you style. And style gives you personality and it makes you look different than somebody else. It makes you you, it's your style. Whatever your personal style is, that'll come out. And especially if it's something that's important to you, then it's even more special. It's not status, it's style. It's something that not everybody has, but you can get.
Kelly, how can people find you, make that appointment to bring you their heirlooms? Because I'm sure people are really going to love your episode.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm mostly in Florida, in the Boca area, and I am in New York City, but anybody could send me anything. We can meet like this. We could do a FaceTime. Um, we can send things through the mail. I have insured UPS, not to worry, and I will take care of it. We can work on styling, redesigning, anything that they have. And I have a website, kellygerber.com, which has the basics, but for more and the personalized things from engagement rings to redesign, we can do these one-on-one appointments.
Beautiful. Well, I loved being one-on-one with you, and
They're so cute.
so wonderful being in this conversation and hearing so much about your journey. Thank you for being with us.